real quick because I've been sitting on this and I've been wanting to get to it ever since the Gary Owens Club Shay interview. Hold on. Sitting here watching this Kevin Hart Mark Twain Prize for American Humor episode on Netflix. Love it. Beautiful piece of work. Really giving me a space to appreciate how hard these people work. Like, Regina King is a magnificent... I can't think of the word because she's not just an actress. The perseverance, the push through, getting treated like you don't matter, not getting the recognition you get for your body of work, for the craft that you're putting out at your highest degree being held back for whatever reason. So just watching these different people and just appreciating them for their craft. So this is, it's an emotional space for me. But boom, I'm watching this and Regina King, that's not Regina King. Why do I want to call everybody Regina King? Regina. She's the other Regina. Anyway, I apologize. And it's probably going to go to my story, so I won't be able to edit her name. But no disrespect. Anyway, I just had a conversation in my head. She says, Kevin, you're an amazing father. And Kevin looks to his kids. Well, first, Kevin looks to his kids and he says, you see? He's like, you see what she said? I'm an amazing father. And then I zoop back to the beginning of the episode where when he goes to, kiss the daughter or give her a hug, she covers her face because she's embarrassed. Typical kid stuff. But are these things typical kid stuff? I don't believe that every child is afraid to receive affection in public or at all from their parent. Not every kid. So for us to believe that our child is masking, because that's what that is. At this period in my life, I must stop receiving affection. I must be embarrassed by my parents. So this is where we have identified a child who has previously been okay with something, is now in a position of not being okay. And it's around the time frame that society says is supposed to happen. Now we've identified that our child is masking, and so we have to determine what we're going to do in that. But this ain't that video. I just want to get on here because then I backdoor to the Gary Owens interview where he was just like, I was a great father. I did all these things for the kids. And, remember, the mothers, I'm not saying she is poisoning them against me, but she's not helping by da-da-da-da-da. And if she just said, it's time for the talk, like she has that power. And why don't you have that power, Gary Owens, if you were such a great father? He was like, if they want to fly to Dubai or wherever, wherever they want to go to be alone. As if Dubai, are y'all going to the deserted island in Dubai? Because there's a population there too, buddy. Stop throwing money at it. So it just made me think, and I wanted to put this PSA out there to fathers. You're not doing enough. And I know you think you are because you're doing great. But when your kids are not forced to be around you and they choose not to be around you, that's a sign. That's not their age. That's a sign. Why most of your 18 and 19-year-olds are running away from you. My 18 and 19-year-old is right there in that other room who has no problem spending 24 hours a day with me. So stop believing separation is normal, because it's not. Separation is what keeps us at the vibrational point that we are communally. And for Kevin Hart to sit there and lean over and look at his daughter specifically and say, see, means that somewhere he is getting feedback that he is not being the father that she needs for his expectations. So go on and tag Kevin Hart so he hears this. If your child is giving you feedback that you are not being what they need, it is your job not to prove more into what you believe is to be an expression of being the thing that they say you're not being. You're not a great dad. I am. Here, more and more and more of what I've been doing. And even though I'm still doing it, I'm somehow going to be a better dad because I'm doing more of what I've been doing that came to the conclusion that I'm not a good dad. We're not thinking. But you sit your kid down and say, I hear you. I see you. Where can I improve for you? And then you get that feedback and you improve in that area. And now when your children aren't forced to communicate with you, they still do. And when you're at an honorary award thing, you're not showing your child affection and she pulls away from you or covers her face, or when someone says you're a good dad, you have to lean over to your kid and say, see? Because he's not a bad dad. He's just not the dad of their expectations at this point in their life. Just because you were a great dad then, they're their ids. Things. Yes, give me toys, give me opportunities, give me travel, give me all these things. But when they start moving into the who am I space of life, those monetary things don't fill it. And if you're telling them who you are based off of the person you want them to become, but you're not feeding them from the space of them becoming the best version of themselves your way. We get our way. We don't have to control the outcome. You don't have to be who I want you to be. You could be who you want to be, but you're going to be how I want you to be. Because I'm raising you to your highest expectation of self. You don't even know how high you could go, but I see you a bit further than you see yourself. So let me raise you until you can raise yourself. I believe that is what Kevin is doing, but he also is possibly pushing his own agenda. So he just needs to be mindful. All you need to be mindful. It's okay. As amazing as you think you are in the space that you're in, you can always get better. And get better isn't defined by you when it has to do with other people. Get better is defined by the person you're trying to get better for.